So I wanted to make another video for today just to address Caitlyn Jenner, as I plan to put this on her Twitter page as a kind of message to just have a conversation about what has transpired since Trump has been in office. Caitlyn, I understand that you sent the following tweet to Donald Trump, that there are 1,500 patriotic transgendered Americans in the U.S. military fighting for us. What happened to your promise? So, Caitlyn, you said this, you wrote this as if you are shocked. And perhaps you are shocked. Perhaps you are surprised. Perhaps you are bewildered. The rest of us are not. We told you. I tweeted to you to help and walk with us. I also reached out to you when you criticized President Obama. We have a mutual friend by the name of Jill who participated in your naming ceremony. Jill is ordained American Baptist out of Washington, D.C. We share the same pastor. Jill and I share the same pastor. In terms of who I am openly gay voice within communities of faith. I received my master's on May the 20th from New York Theological Seminary. I have spent some 10 years fighting for marriage equality and fighting against LGBT inequality within communities of faith and society at large. Started doing this work doing the Week of Prayer for the Healing of AIDS, where I created 2 events in Youngstown, Ohio, to lift up the issue of HIV/AIDS and the importance of dismantling the stigma, the homophobia, the transphobia associated with HIV/AIDS, and how people in the faith community and people with conservative ideology who are not Christians or religious folks, but who have stood by conservative ideology. So I've done my work. I understand, my sister, that you have just come out, and I get that. And I first want to welcome you, and I want to tell you that you are a daughter of God, and that God loves you, and that we love you. However, we need you to take a step back and to allow those of us who have been doing the work and who have been in the trenches for years to do what we do, and that is fight for the community. You have hurt us more than you have helped. You've criticized President Obama when he had opened up the door of the White House to the LGBT community, when he supported marriage equality and supported trans folks. Meanwhile, you ignored all of the things that Trump has done. Trump has, and these are just some of the things that have impacted the LGBT community. He rescinded protections of trans students on the use of bathrooms. He's revoked protections for LGBT workers. He dropped the federal lawsuit in North Carolina's statewide prohibition on LGBT equality. You ignored that. You only sent one tweet out about what he did this past week, but you ignored all the rest, which says to me that you really don't care about us, or that you're truly unaware of what's happening. I invite a conversation with you, but I also will say to you that those of us who are in the trenches, that we need your support. Give money, don't speak. Give money to folks like the people from HRC, to folks like myself. There's a wonderful ministry in California called The Fellowship, Bishop Yvette Flunder. She has does international work. she could benefit greatly from a grant in the work that she has been doing for trans folks of color and also for the LGBT community collectively together. I have done a lot of work, and I will continue to do work, whether you respond to this video or not. But we need your support. We need your financial support. And we don't need you to say another word again, because you're hurting us more than you're helping us. You're hurting yourself more than you are helping yourself. You are hurting whatever ounce of respect that folks have for you. Your credibility is shot amongst your brothers and sisters. I'm sorry to say that, but you need to regain our trust again by standing on the right side of history and on the right side of folks who are not victimizing this country, victimizing the community that you wanted to be a part of. It is a shame, and it is disgusting, and it is insulting with what you've done. So, Caitlyn, I say to you again, don't say another word until you have learned from those of us who have done the work, those of us who have struggled in the trenches, who have fought the fight, but whose words have been strong and whose actions have been matched with their words. Those of us who are engaged in this war, because we are now in a civil war. We need Harriet Tubmans. We don't need Uncle Ben's. I wish you God's grace, and I wish you God's blessing. I will post my GoFundMe page underneath this video, and I ask you to donate to the work that I've done for my community, to donate to the fact that I have kept my word, and I refuse to tom out on my LGBT brothers and sisters. I refuse to tom out on my trans brothers and sisters. Thanks so much.